I'm going to use a few different tools to let you understand that there's a difference, especially when we talk about functional training, when we look in terms of moving in specific directions and not just up and down or side to side. When we look at rotation, when we look at putting an object or a load in a position relative to where our body is, that a lot of little things count for big results. And a lot of times what people do is they leave room on the table to improve and actually make what they're doing a lot less effective. Right? They're still doing the movements, but they turn it into an easy thing where they're not even really thinking about turning it into an easy thing. But what happens is they turn it into something easier than it should be, and it takes away a lot of the effectiveness. So I'm going to take Viper Pro. I'm going to show you one movement we do with the Viper Pro, and I'm going to show you something that can be remedied to get much more out of a particular movement like this. It doesn't have to be this exact movement, but you'll kind of understand a sense of what I'm talking about through here. So we have Viper Pro, which is we're going to use this to do a carryover. So I'm going to start in a squat, I'm going to turn into a lunge, and then I'm going to put this in front of the lunge leg. So I'm going to go here, and then here, and I come back. Now, was that exercise? Sure. Right. Could I improve that? I sure could, and I'm going to show you one way how. So I'll take this Viper Pro, I'll repeat what I did before, here to here, right? And if you notice, my back leg is on the ground, which is a rest position, and my right arm, is on top of my thighs, resting on top of my thigh. So in this position, I'm not actually working, right? So I can get to this rest position, take a break, and then get back to this position. If I put it on the floor, another kind of rest position. So what I want to do is hover this here, big rainbow, hover my back leg, hover my arm above my thigh, right? Now, to get it up again is going to take much more effort because I don't get my rest position and I don't get to use the momentum of pushing off of my thigh to get the weight moving. So I changed that much of an exercise, but I made it that big of an improvement. And you'll notice doing things like that throughout different movements can really change, one, the effectiveness of your workout, two, the challenge of your workout. So I'm going to take another exercise, one that a lot of people will do, and so hopefully this can resonate with some of you guys a little bit more, those that don't have a Viper Pro, right? So I'm going to take these dumbbells, and I'm going to do a renegade row. So, right, we put those dumbbells basically in our push-up position. We're going to get our feet a little wider than shoulder width. All right, maybe we put the dumbbells inside, and now I'm going to pull that dumbbell up, pull that dumbbell up. All right, so, right, I'm doing the movement, right? Doing the movement and doing the movement well are the difference between people who get results and people who just do exercise and like, I'm not really seeing what I want to see out of these things. So what I would change with this is what's going on at the hips and how much I control the dumbbells. So I'm going to really pay attention to my hips here, and I'm going to try to move the dumbbells as quietly as possible. All right? So if you notice, now I don't have a massive hip shift. My hips aren't in the air, giving me that rest position again. And now the row actually has to be a controlled row that I generate through upper body pulling mechanics. And then I've got core stabilization going on as well. So I just made that renegade row useful relative to just doing an exercise. Last exercise I'm going to show you is with the sandbag. Right? And we just happened to do this one in our workout last night. So it's the little things right here. So I'm going to take a sandbag, call this the max lunge. So you're going to step back, pull the sandbag up, put it back on the other side. So a couple different things can happen here. If you see me right now, you'll notice that my forearm is on my leg again, right? I swing up, swing down, right? What you're not noticing is that the bag is loose in my hands. I'm using momentum to swing it up, which is part of the movement, right? But at the same time, I can improve on this movement as well. So I'm going to pull this out to the side, not let the bag or my arms touch my leg. I'm going to stand up, rip the bag apart as I pull up and float it on either side of me. So now, my biceps are involved. I'm pulling that bag apart side to side, so I have tension on my arms the whole time. So my upper body's getting a great workout, as well as my legs, core stabilization, so my arm doesn't drag on my legs. So these are the little things that can either make your workout, make you go through the roof with results, or they can slow down what you're getting out of your workouts, but you're still putting the same amount of time in, right? So I could do those 3 exercises a couple different ways. I still put that same amount of time in, I still did the same amount of reps. The effort level is different, right? It's different because I've refined some of the movements and the demands of the movement. But I'm also going to get different results from those things, right? So I'm going to get a different cardiovascular result because I have to put more effort into each movement. I'm going to get a different physiological benefit. I'm also going to get a difference in the change in my body composition, because one of those options on each of those was much better than the other option, right? I'd rather choose the better option to get better results.